when she actually got caught faking a girls trip to be with him. This happened 8 months ago, and I still can't believe how stupid I was. My wife had been talking about this girls trip to Miami for months. She and 3 friends from college finally getting away after years of saying they would do it. Now, I work as a warehouse manager, and my wife is a hospital administrator. We'd been married for 18 years, 2 kids in college, good life, or so I thought. Well, she showed me everything about this trip. The Airbnb booking, flight confirmations, even had this whole spreadsheet of restaurants and bars they wanted to hit. I mean, she really sold it. The morning she left, I helped her load her suitcase into the Uber at 5 a.m. Kissed her goodbye. I told her to have fun with the girls. I went back to bed thinking my wife deserved this break. She'd been putting in crazy hours at the hospital for months. Now here's where things get interesting. About 12 hours later, she sent me this photo from Miami Beach. 4 women with cocktails, big smiles, ocean behind them. But wait, one of the women wasn't who was supposed to be there. Instead of her friend Jessica, there's this woman. I don't know who she is. I've never seen her before. So I text back asking where Jessica is. She said Jessica got food poisoning last minute and couldn't make the flight. This other woman was someone from work who happened to be in Miami. What are the odds, right? But I didn't think much of it. Why would I? That night she called me to say goodnight. Here's the thing. It was dead silent in the background. No music, no other voices, nothing. I asked her about it and she says everyone went to bed early at 9 p.m. in Miami. Yeah, okay. I agree with him. It's highly unlikely that Miami is quiet at 9 p.m. way early. The next morning is when everything started falling apart. I'm scrolling through Instagram with my coffee. Monica, one of the friends who's supposedly in Miami, posts a photo from a place where they usually serve brunch. In our city, not Miami. I am thinking to myself, what is going on? I check her whole feed. Nothing about Miami. Nothing about missing a trip. Nothing. Then I check Debbie's page, another friend who's supposed to be there. She's at her kid's soccer game. Posted 2 hours ago. Tagged at the field near their house. Now I'm starting to panic. If Monica and Debbie are both here, who the hell is my wife with? I call Monica. Try to play it cool. Ask her how she's handling missing out on the Miami trip. Dead silence on the phone. Then she says, what trip? I explained about the girls' weekend in Miami. Another long pause. We haven't planned any trips. Haven't even talked about one since last year's Christmas party. I literally felt the room spin. Monica's still talking, but I can't focus. Something about being confused, something about calling me back. I hung up. Just sit there staring at my photo my wife sent. 4 women, 3 supposedly her best friends, but 2 of them are home. I zoom in on the photo, study every face, but this other woman looks familiar somehow. Then it hit me like a truck. The hospital holiday party 3 months ago. She was there. A surgeon's wife kept touching my wife's arm when they talked. My wife said she was just a touchy person, one of those friendly types. Nothing to worry about. My phone buzzes. Another text from my wife. Beach day, missing you. New photo attached. She's in a bikini I've never seen. When did she buy that? But here's the thing that really got me. The background shows a pool, not a beach. And the weather? Uh-oh. We all know in Florida sometimes it's really, really hot or it rains all the fucking time. I pull up Miami weather on my phone. Thunderstorms all morning. No beach weather at all. Her photo, perfect blue skies, not a cloud. Something's very wrong here. I called the Airbnb number she gave me. She said to use the emergency contact if needed. 1 ring. Then the number you have dialed is not in service. A fake number for a fake Airbnb on a fake girls trip. My wife of 18 years had planned this whole elaborate lie, and I believed every word like a dummy. I sat there for probably half an hour just staring at my phone. My mind was racing. Where was she really? Who was she with? The surgeon's wife from the party, obviously, but who else? Those other two women in the photo, I didn't recognize any of them. Then I remembered something. My wife's laptop was in our home office. She never logs out of anything. I went upstairs, opened it up, and there was her email, wide open. I searched for Miami in her inbox. Nothing. No flight confirmations, no Airbnb bookings. Nothing she'd shown me existed in her actual email. So where did those documents come from? I checked her sent folder. 3 weeks ago, she received an email with attachments, but it appeared that she had sent it to herself. The subject line was blank. I opened the attachments, fake booking confirmations she'd created. She literally made fake documents to show me. That's crazy. She went through all that just to cheat on her husband. The effort involved in this lie was staggering, but then I found something else. In her trash folder, which she forgot to empty, real flight confirmation, not to Miami, to Nashville, departing the same morning she left, returning the same day she was supposed to come back from Miami. Nashville. Why Nashville? I kept digging through her emails. I found a reservation confirmation from 2 months ago. Some resort called the Hermitage. Fancy place, presidential suite. The price was staggering, almost $2,000 per night. Yeah, that's really expensive. Whew. Booked under her name, but for 2 guests. Special requests included champagne on arrival, late checkout. King bed was specifically requested. This wasn't a girls' trip. This was a romantic getaway with someone who wasn't me, obviously. I went back to the photo she'd sent, looked at it differently now. The background wasn't Miami. It could easily be Nashville. The pool, the vegetation, even the light looked different because it was different. Different city entirely. I searched for her browsing history next. 2 weeks of Nashville restaurant reviews, Nashville tourist attractions, Nashville lingerie shops. Lingerie shops. My wife hadn't bought new lingerie in 5 years. Said she was past all that. Yeah, maybe for you. Too old for fancy underwear. Apparently, not too old for someone in Nashville. Then I found the smoking gun. In her downloads folder, a PDF ticket for something called the Nashville Wine Festival this weekend, today actually. 2 tickets purchased. The buyer's name was my wife. The second attendee was listed as Marcus Webb. Who the hell was Marcus Webb? I Googled him immediately. First result, surgeon at a Nashville hospital. His photo showed a man in his early 50s, salt and pepper hair, that fake doctor smile. A wedding ring is visible in his professional headshot. Married, of course. I clicked through to his Facebook. His wife's name was Catherine Webb. I pulled up the holiday party photo on my phone, zoomed in on the touchy woman, compared it to Catherine Webb's Facebook photos, same person, the woman who'd been all over my wife at the party while her husband watched. This wasn't just an affair. This was something else entirely. My phone rang, my wife's ringtone. I let it go to voicemail. She left a message saying she was heading to lunch with the girls. Wanted to check in. Hoped I was having a good day at home. Her lie pissed me off even more. I called in sick to work. First time in 3 years. My supervisor asked if everything was okay. No, everything was not okay. My wife was at a wine festival in Nashville with another woman's husband, while that woman was probably there too. Some weird couples thing I didn't even want to think about. But I couldn't tell him that. Just said I had food poisoning. Ironically, the same excuse Jessica supposedly had. I went back to the laptop, checked our credit card statements. All those cash withdrawals over the last 3 months suddenly made sense. 500 here, 300 there, always from ATMs near the hospital. She'd been funding this affair with cash to avoid a paper trail. That doesn't make any sense. She just created one, just digitally. But she slipped up with the Nashville hotel, paid with our joint card, Probably thought I'd never check, or maybe she wanted to get caught. I screenshot everything, every email, every receipt, every search history entry, because I knew what came next. Divorce. After 18 years, it was going to end with her pretending to be in Miami, while she was in Nashville with the surgeon and his weird wife, living an alternate life I knew nothing about. I sat there with all this evidence for about 10 minutes, then something snapped. I was done being the fool sitting at home, done being lied to. I looked up flights to Nashville. There was one leaving in 3 hours, $500 for a last-minute ticket. Screw it, I booked it. This wasn't about saving my marriage. That was already over. This was about looking her in the eye when she knew that I knew. I packed a bag, printed out everything I'd found, the emails, the receipts, the wine festival tickets with Marcus Webb's name, put it all in a folder. On my way to the airport, I stopped at Staples, made copies of everything, sent one set to a divorce lawyer I'd found online, sent another set to my brother, just in case. The flight was only 2 hours. 2 hours to think about what I was doing. Was I really flying to Nashville to confront my wife? Yeah, I was. I landed at 7 p.m. Nashville time, rented a car, drove straight to the Hermitage Resort. The place was even fancier than the photos. Valet parking, marble everywhere. I walked into the lobby. Now here's where I got smart. I didn't ask for her room. Hotels don't give that out. Instead, I pulled up the Nashville Wine Festival Instagram again. They'd posted an hour ago about their sunset reception at the Hermitage. Right here at this hotel, the rooftop terrace. Perfect. I took the elevator up. The terrace was packed with wine festival people, all wearing those little name tags. I scanned the crowd, there by the bar. My wife was in a red dress. Marcus was beside her. Catherine is on his other side, and some other guy with his arm around Catherine. They were laughing, toasting something, having the time of their lives. I walked straight over. My wife saw me when I was about 10 feet away. Her glass stopped halfway to her mouth. I thought she was going to faint when she saw me. Marcus noticed her expression and turned. Catherine gasped. The fourth guy just looked confused. Surprised, I said. Nobody moved. The people around us kept chatting, oblivious. Funny thing, I said, loud enough for all four to hear. Monica and Debbie are not in Miami. They're home. Posted it on Instagram. I found everything, I continued. The real flight bookings, the hotel reservation, the wine festival tickets with his name on them. I pointed at Marcus. Even found the Vegas trip from 3 months ago. Catherine's mouth fell open. She looked at Marcus, then at my wife. You told me this was your first time, Catherine said to my wife. Well, that was interesting. Marcus tried to step forward. Listen, man, this isn't what I told him. I didn't have anything to say to him. I cut him off. I pulled out my phone, showed them the screenshot of their Instagram post from earlier. Couples enjoying our premium tasting experience. You're already social media famous. I looked directly at my wife. Divorce papers will be ready when you get home. Your stuff will be in the garage. Then I looked at the rest of them. Enjoy your weekend. This random guy was already backing away from the group. This is way too much drama, he said. Catherine and Marcus just stood there, frozen. I turned and walked away. My wife called my name. I kept walking. Made it to the elevator, down to the lobby, out to my rental car. The whole thing had taken maybe 3 minutes. 3 minutes to end 18 years. I drove straight back to the airport, caught a red-eye home. She didn't come back for 3 days. When she finally showed up, I'd already moved her stuff into the guest room. Divorce papers were on the kitchen counter. I was staying in our bedroom. She was in the guest room. We lived like roommates who hated each other for 2 months until the divorce was final. We never talked about it. What was there to say? She created an entire fake vacation to hide whatever this was. She was swinging with these people. The divorce was final 9 months ago. She got half the assets, but no alimony. Last I heard, she's still hanging around with Marcus and Catherine. They're still married to each other. And I really don't know what my ex-wife's role is in that relationship. Your guess is as good as mine. Guess she's their permanent third wheel now, or whatever they call it in their world. The random guy from that night, no idea who he even was. Me, I'm doing okay. Dating cautiously. I am still trying to heal mentally. The whole thing still amazes me. The effort she put into that lie. Fake documents, fake photos, fake friend with food poisoning. If she put half that effort into our marriage, maybe things would be different, but probably not. Some people need secrets and to live on the edge. My ex-wife needed whatever she was looking for in Nashville. She can have it, just not with me. Well, that was a crazy story, but you noticed I tried to keep my commentary to a minimum. But let me say this is my channel. This channel doesn't belong to you. If I feel I need to leave longer than normal commentary, I will do that. Don't tell me how to run my channel, and don't tell me how to talk in my videos. For my OGs who've been with me for a long time, I appreciate you. Until next time.